Hey guys, what's up? Pig Mom here again, and today we're talking about the ultimate guinea pig starter guide for new guinea pig parents. So let's get started. I want to start by saying congratulations to the new piggy parents out there. I'm so excited for you to begin your journey with your new fuzzy potatoes and to get to live in the wonderful, complicated, and slightly overwhelming world of guinea pigs. The first few months at home will likely be the most stressful as you start to learn your guinea pig's individual likes, dislikes, their personalities, and most importantly, how to care for them and give them the best life possible. First off, my best advice to any new pet parents is always be willing to learn. I find new pet parents seek advice, but then often get defensive and likely overwhelmed and frustrated if they found there are some changes to be made. And sometimes advice through a written format does just look so judgmental. But while there are going to be commenters on any forum or comment section who I honestly just think pick at people for no reason, most of us do join and take part in these groups or forums, create videos and blog posts, etc. because we're truly passionate about guinea pigs and helping others around us ensure their guinea pigs have the best life too. Remember, like anything new, you're going to make mistakes along the way. And when you find you do, the best thing you can do is just fix it and move on. In cases where mistakes are more serious, such as feeding inappropriate foods, always monitor for health issues and consult an exotic vet. Guinea pigs will always be a learning journey, so do your research and come on this journey with us. In this video, I'll give a brief overview of each section of care that are most important to know, and since I've got a really in-depth video on a lot of these topics already, I'll put links in each section to my other videos if you want to learn more. So the first thing we'll talk about is what pairing you should decide on. Guinea pigs should be kept in same-sex pairs of at least 2. Unless your guinea pigs are spayed or neutered, same-sex pairs are the only way to prevent pregnancy. Guinea pigs multiply very quickly, so housing males and females together can create many babies and a large problem very quickly. In the wild, guinea pigs live in large groups of 7 to 9, usually containing 1 male to 7 females. So because of its natural instinct to be the alpha, male guinea pigs, also known as boars, often have a hard time cohabitating together. But it's not impossible. Male pairings can work with the right setup, which usually includes a lot of space and hides. Female pairings are the easiest since most females will get along without much fuss. Though like everything, there are exceptions where dominant females won't get along. And lastly, a neutered male can live with several females with no issues most of the time. Though it's important to confirm with your exotic vet that your boar is indeed neutered before housing him with any females. Now that you've decided on the guinea pigs pairings you want, next, you've got to decide where your guinea pigs will live and what cage you'll get. I have in-depth videos on cages and the best spaces for your pigs, so I'll link them above and I recommend checking them out. Overall, indoors is the best place for your guinea pigs to live, and I recommend a central room in the house such as the living room or other well-used room so they're not out of sight for long. This helps piggies get used to their humans and helps humans make sure they're not accidentally neglected to what I call the out of sight, out of mind theory. When choosing cages, this is where the pairing you decide on will have the biggest impact, and it should be noted that this space should be horizontal since guinea pigs don't do well with heights. Most guinea pigs live in CNC cages. I'll link my video above that goes more in depth about different cages, but in short, pet store cages are really expensive. Most of them are way too small if they are not meeting the bare minimum requirements, and they're not really customizable to fit your guinea pig's needs, especially if you plan on having more than 2. CNC cages are fully customizable to whatever you want. You can change the shapes, and there are several options of online stores that sell CNC cages, or you can create your own. Female guinea pigs need a minimum of 5 square feet of space. This is equivalent to a 2x4 CNC. Personally, I would go bigger than this. We initially started out with a 2x4, but it just didn't feel like enough space, especially because Cinnamon is a little bit like a boar and has a really big personality, so she benefits from a larger amount of space. So we upgraded them to a 2x10 CNC, and I honestly wouldn't get much smaller than that, especially if you plan on having more. We now have 4 females in a 2x10, and it feels like just the right amount of space for all their hides and room to run. Males need a lot of space. While the bare minimum is 2x4, I would start males in a 2x6 and planning on going up to 2x8 or 2x10. Since they're dominant, they need a lot of space so they can have their own areas, and this will help to have males cohabitate together. Though you should be prepared, your males may fight at some point, and if they do get to the point where they draw blood while fighting, they should be separated permanently. And you should try and pair them with other guinea pigs after this, since they'll still benefit from being in some sort of a herd. A single boar with a female setup looks essentially the same as an all-female cage in terms of space requirements. So to summarize, bigger is always better. Males should be started in a minimum of about 2x6. Females can be started in a 2x4 if it's just 2 pigs, but I definitely recommend upgrading to a 2x6 or higher. Next is cohabitation and making sure your household members are the right fit for your guinea pigs. Many families have multiple species of animals living together, and while some can live peacefully together, it's not recommended to cohabitate guinea pigs with any animals that aren't fully caged in their own enclosure. Dogs and cats are predators, and unfortunately there's numerous cases of even the sweetest cat or dog attacking a guinea pig, since like all animals, they still do have that instinct to hunt prey, and their strong jaws and sharp teeth can fatally injure or kill a guinea pig in seconds. While most of these tragic cases, the best efforts were made to keep all members of the household safe, doors of rooms or cages get left open, and mistakes get made. There have even been several instances of guinea pigs being injured or killed during lap time if the family cat or dog either gets jealous, thinks they're supposed to hunt, or decides just to jump on top of their human, not realizing they'll hurt the guinea pig sitting on the human. It should also be noted both cats and rabbits carry Bordella, and while it doesn't often affect them, it can be passed on to your guinea pigs and make them extremely ill. It is also not recommended to house rabbits and guinea pigs anywhere near each other, since as mentioned above, rabbits do carry Bordella, and they are much stronger, and there have been cases where rabbits have injured guinea pigs. Overall, if you do have a cat or dog or any other type of predator, the best recommendation is just to consider a different type of pet for your family. This doesn't mean that guinea pigs will never be a good fit. It just means right now it probably isn't the best fit, but you can still in the meantime still research guinea pigs and still plan for the future if things do change. Next are the human household members. I don't personally recommend having guinea pigs in a home with young children. While I do understand this may seem controversial, this opinion does come from a place of wanting all household members to be safe and happy. Guinea pigs are extremely fragile and can suffer serious health issues, especially due to stress from loud noises. And many don't love to be held, and they're also often kind of boring to kids after a while. This can be frustrating to a lot of young children since they want a furry family member that they can hold and play with, and guinea pigs just aren't great for that. Even with our own piggies, it took months and months of only holding for a couple minutes a day and working on hand feeding to have them feel comfortable enough with us, and now we're going through the same process with Mocha and Latte, and it is a long process, even for adults. Handling is also often difficult for young children since guinea pigs are often very wiggly and can easily be dropped, stepped on, or held too tight to the point of suffering internal injuries. And unfortunately, I've seen this happen a lot, and it's traumatizing to everyone. In a lot of the cases I've seen, the guinea pigs does often have to be euthanized, and especially in a child old enough, they will often realize it was their mistake that caused their furry friend's death. And that's not a guilt or trauma I would want on any child. If you do, however, have your guinea pigs first, and then children do come into your life, there are a few things you can do to help all members of your household stay safe. Firstly, guinea pigs' care should fully remain as the adult's responsibility, though kids can help give veggies, refill water, or pellet dishes. Your guinea pig's enclosure should also be locked to prevent any accidents. And I recommend always supervising handling to ensure pigs are being handled correctly. I also recommend talking to your kids about what guinea pigs can and cannot eat. as many foods are either inappropriate to feed or could cause choking hazards. Creating a visual list and feeding schedule can help with this. For example, your guinea pig cannot have cereal, but they can have a vitamin C cookie once a day. Lastly in this category are allergies. Allergies can cause a large problem since no one enjoys the symptoms that come along with them, and it is often the cause of guinea pigs being abandoned and rehomed. Most people are allergic to the hay that the guinea pigs consume opposed to the guinea pigs themselves. So the best test you can do before committing to guinea pigs is buying a large bag of Timothy hay and placing it in an open central area of your house for a few weeks to see if anyone reacts. If you do find a member of your household does have allergies to the hay or guinea pigs, you do have a couple of choices. First, you can decide on another type of pet that doesn't cause allergic reactions. Second, you can keep your guinea pigs in a room away from central areas, implement a stricter cleaning routine, as well as investing in an air purifier, wearing a mask and gloves, changing clothes, and washing hands when interacting with the guinea pigs. And thirdly, there are both prescription and over-the-counter allergy relief options, but always consult a physician before starting any new medications. If you do develop allergies after bringing your guinea pigs home, please try all other options before considering rehoming. Guinea pigs are prey animals, and it's difficult enough for them to become used to their surroundings and their humans and feel safe, and rehoming puts them under a great deal of stress and can cause health problems. Mocha and Latte were rehomed twice in the first 4 months of their lives due to both their families having allergies. And we do see the difference in them compared to Pumpkin and Cinnamon. They're both taking a lot longer to get them to trust us, and we're still prioritizing hand feeding, overhandling, and keeping lap time really short. Due to all the rehoming, their health history is also a bit confusing, and they're both a little bit smaller than Pumpkin and Cinnamon were at their age, likely due to not receiving the correct diet, space, and care. Guinea pigs don't also eat as much when they're stressed, and the first couple of weeks at a new home are always really stressful. So being moved around so much and being under so much stress has likely contributed to their small sizes. This leads into our next topic, which is veggies, pellets, hay, and vitamin C. I do have a video where I go more in depth about this, and I'll link it above. But the basics are guinea pigs need a metric cup of veggies each every day to stay healthy. The veggies should be high in vitamin C and low in calcium, since guinea pigs are extremely susceptible to scurvy, so they need their humans to help provide the vitamins they need. Guinea pigs are also prone to bladder stones and other issues, so they need a low calcium diet as well. Overfeeding the same vegetables too often causes digestive issues such as diarrhea or stasis, which can turn into an emergency really fast. So it can be a little confusing trying to find a variety of veggies to rotate that are high in vitamin C, low in calcium, and that your guinea pigs will actually eat. Since guinea pigs are also a bit like toddlers and they're really picky, and even how the veggies are cut can often affect if they'll eat them. Finding the right mix will take you a couple of months, and it took us close to a year to get it down to an exact science, and we're still learning along the way. There's a really helpful website called the Safe Food List through a blog called Happy Cavi. They have all the safe foods listed out with a colored legend that indicates if a veggie is 2 to 3 times a week or just a once a month treat. Most of this list is still accurate, with the only exception that lettuce is most guinea pigs' favorite, but it has a super high water content with little nutritional value, so it's better to be fed as a rare treat since it will cause digestive issues if it's overfed. We use it as part of our rotation for hand feeding or lap time, so we can make sure they only have a very limited amount. Guinea pigs should also have an 1/8 cup of pellets per pig every day, as it's fortified with vitamins that help keep your guinea pigs healthy. As of right now in North America, the only type of pellets that I feel safe and is recommended for your guinea pigs is the plain Oxbow adult pellets. There are several other brands I've heard of, but I haven't tried them, so I would connect with an exotic vet before trying any other brands. If under 6 months, guinea pigs can have the young guinea pig variety, but after that, they should only have the adult one. If you're not in North America, I recommend looking at the ingredients of the Oxbow pellets and try and finding ones that are similar. It shouldn't contain alfalfa, seeds, or nuts, just plain Timothy hay pellets. You can also ask your exotic vet for their recommendations on pellets. Lastly, and most importantly, is hay. To stay healthy, guinea pigs need unlimited access to hay at all times. It's recommended to put it in a large pile in their cage, large enough they can completely disappear into it. You can put it in a large container with an absorbent liner. Just remember to change it every couple of days to avoid illnesses such as bumblefoot. The reasons you want hay in such a large amount is because it's 80% of guinea pigs' diet. It's crucial to keep their digestive system functioning properly, as well as keeping their teeth short. Guinea pigs also enjoy the enrichment that comes from burrowing in the hay. Timothy hay and orchard grass are the main varieties of hay since they're the lowest in calcium, and guinea pigs need a low calcium diet. If you can find hay from a farm or farm supply store, it's going to be the most affordable. I just recommend confirming the hay is indeed just Timothy or orchard. I've inquired several times about farms selling hay off of Facebook and other buy and sell sites, and often there's other things mixed in such as birdfoot or clover that guinea pigs can't consume since it isn't safe for them. 2 guinea pigs will eat a minimum of 12 pounds of hay in a month, so I recommend planning on spending a lot in hay. Next are some common things related to diet that every new guinea pig parent should know. Guinea pigs should receive a vitamin C supplement, and while there are several options that I go into more in depth in my veggies and vitamin C video, the Oxbow vitamin C cookies are my favorite. Most guinea pigs like it, they're super easy to dispense. Adult guinea pigs receive a whole cookie every day, and young guinea pigs under 6 months get a half cookie every day. A lot of people wonder if guinea pigs can have frozen veggies, since they seem like a better option, since frozen veggies are often cheaper, but unfortunately they're not a good option for guinea pigs. Guinea pigs' bodies aren't designed to consume or digest frozen or cooked vegetables. As well, there's some evidence that vitamin C degrades in water, which would make them lower in vitamin C. Store-bought treats are another largely confusing area for guinea pig parents. Pet stores sell a large variety of treats marketed to guinea pigs, but unfortunately a very small amount are actually safe for guinea pigs to consume. I break down more guinea pig store-bought treats in my best gifts for guinea pigs video that I'll link above if you want more in-depth information. But essentially, avoid any treats with seeds, dairy, nuts, or anything sugary, as well as some foraging mix have clover and alfalfa, which is high in calcium and not suitable for guinea pigs. Guinea pigs, in my experience, also do not seem to like colored toys. Even though the dye in the wood is technically safe, we never found they like these things, so I don't recommend wasting your money on them. The best toys and treats are pretty plain looking since they're mostly comprised of natural ingredients. Oxbow is the most reliable company for guinea pig products, so for the most part, anything you see from their brand is safe, though I don't personally use their baked treats since they are higher in sugar and honestly just not necessary. As well, I really don't like their cardboard-based treats since cardboard doesn't have any nutritional value, and overeating it can cause impaction, which is a serious issue in guinea pigs since it essentially means their digestive tract stops functioning and they'll need an emergency intervention to solve it. I like the Apple Sticks, Timmy Bells, or Timmy Pops. Toys like this might look boring to us, but your piggies will love it. Next is bathing and grooming. Since us humans bathe regularly, a lot of people assume guinea pigs need regular baths as well, but this is a common misconception. Guinea pigs don't actually like water and can't swim, so immersing them in water puts them at a significant stress level. Guinea pigs should naturally groom themselves and keep themselves clean. If you do find your guinea pig has yellow or matted fur, this is likely an issue of husbandry more than the guinea pigs. It's recommended to spot clean your cage twice a day and remove any wet mats, as well as fully changing their cage every 5 to 7 days or as needed. If your guinea pig does have extremely long fur, you can give them a hand by using a little comb and brushing it daily to help keep stray pieces of hay from getting tangled in their fur. And this shouldn't hurt, and your piggies will likely enjoy the bonding time. As well, you can trim fur at the back if it's getting unruly. Guinea pigs should be kept in temperatures of around 70 degrees. Below 60 degrees, they are at an increased risk of hypothermia, and above 73 to 75 degrees, they are at an increased risk for heat stroke, and unfortunately they don't adapt well with temperature changes, so trying to keep your home at a consistent temperature will help keep your piggies happy and healthy. In the summer, you can use fans and air conditioners. Just make sure there's no direct current blowing on your guinea pigs, since this can cause respiratory infections. In the winter, space heaters are completely safe. Just make sure the heater isn't too close to the guinea pigs, since it could cause them to overheat. Last but not least are the topics of medical emergencies and health issues and how long piggies can be alone. Illnesses in guinea pigs are almost always considered a medical emergency. I have an in-depth video on guinea pig illnesses, and I recommend stopping here, watching it, and coming back. Guinea pigs are prey animals and hide their illnesses really well. By the time they're showing symptoms, they're in a lot of pain and are critically ill. When guinea pigs are in too much pain, they'll often begin to stop eating and refuse food. This can cause additional medical emergencies such as stasis, which will become fatal if left untreated. So the best thing piggy parents can do is familiarize yourselves with guinea pigs' normal behavior, illnesses they can get, and those symptoms, so that you can recognize them quicker and be able to seek veterinary care. Depending where you live, you will have to be prepared to travel several hours away to find qualified exotic vets. For example, we live in a remote region, so on a weekday we're just over an hour to see our regular vet. But on a weekend, the only emergency vet that will see exotic animals is about 3 hours away if the weather is good. Medical emergencies with guinea pigs will always be stressful, but as you learn, you'll feel more confident knowing when to seek veterinary care. This leads into how long can you leave your guinea pigs alone for. Like a lot of other topics in this video, I have an entire video on how long you should leave your guinea pigs alone for, where I talk a lot more about the things to consider. But essentially, you shouldn't leave your guinea pigs home for longer than a normal 8-hour workday. There are a lot of variables, but the biggest concern is medical emergencies. Like I talked about, guinea pigs can get sick really fast. Both times Pumpkin has gotten an eye infection, she's been fine the night before, and when we get up in the morning, she's in a ton of pain and needing treatment as soon as possible. Most illnesses are exactly like this, unfortunately. So if you're not home to check on them, they can become critically ill, and the chances of them surviving the illness decreases the longer you wait to seek treatment. There are also a lot of other things to consider when leaving your guinea pigs home alone for long periods, such as issues with their water bottles, hay running out, and their cage not being cleaned. Overall, it's best not to leave your pigs alone for too long, and if you do plan on being out for long periods, schedule a qualified and trusted pet sitter to care for them. Lastly are some helpful resources for new piggy parents to help you feel more confident taking care of your guinea pigs. The first are the Guinea Pig Cage Store, Cavi Cage, and Guinea Dad. These websites sell cages, fleece bedding, and small accessories for guinea pigs. Both Guinea Dad and Cavi Cage also have some helpful articles related to guinea pigs, so I recommend checking them out. Next is Guinea Links and Happy Cavi. Happy Cavi is the most useful for their safe food lists that is helpful when you're designing your guinea pig's weekly meal plan. Guinea Links also has a safe food list, along with helpful information from everything from diet, medical information, surgery and aftercare, pregnancy, as well as some other topics. There are likely other guinea pig resources online as well, but these are the ones I'm most familiar with. Anyways, guys, I hope you learned something new today about guinea pig care, and be sure to like and subscribe, and as always, do your research. Thanks for watching!